just coming up on 10:30 p.m. After a 7:30 a.m. departure. Doing so well. It's like I'm levitating as I walk on by. These shoes got stuck. I don't have to do that again. They're with me everywhere I go. I'm project. I'm going overland, and I am actually going overland today. Not necessarily in a truck because it's not built yet. I'm going out in a hire van. Excuse the shade. It's got the sun's coming up, and yeah, so let's take those off, shall we? Because I don't look that cool, do I? We're off today. We're going to pick up some more tyres for Rosie and pick those up on the bargain of the bay. No, actually, I think there's something else. Hey, it doesn't matter where you got it from. Bottom line is 4 tyres, brand new, and they're, guess what? That's right, bargain. So we're going to go pick those up. And then we're carrying on to Yorkshireland. So I've got my passport in case they don't let me in because I'm from the other side. That's an in-joke between Lancashire and Yorkshire. Those people in Britain will get that. If you're in America, look it up. Yeah, we're going to go see the builder. We're going to go see Rosie. We've got the plans with me, and we're going to go talk about stuff. So trucks mainly. Right, so just a quick update. I'm halfway through the first leg of the journey and stopped for the traditional McWee and McBreakfast, and noticed one thing. I thought, this shirt feels uncomfortable. Yeah, I had my shirt on backwards, didn't I? That's what happens when I get up super early. Anyway, sun's out, guns out, not really. Nobody wants to see those. Right, on with the journey. When you got the tyres, check the date stamps. First thing you do, check your date stamps on your tyres. There will be legislation coming across Europe that bans tyres older than 10 years on the steering axles. So I think, is it 10 years? Certainly on the steering. Oh no, you can't have recut on the steering axles. 10 years on any tyre. So you can't have a tyre that's 10 years old, over the 10 years old. So I had to check the ones that these tyres I bought. So that also solves a problem because it gets rid of the tyres that potentially are out of date. The tyres on Rosie are worn anyway. So all in all, that's that. But that's what that picture's for. I'll show you the picture in a second. Well, there we go. It's just coming up on 10:30 p.m. After a 7:30 a.m. departure. Long day, but massive success. We picked up the extra 4 tyres We've dropped them off at the box builder. We've had a big old chat with the box builder. We've looked around briefly around Rosie, but traffic on the way up was terrible, so we had a bit of a delay. So I didn't get the time with Rosie that I wanted. And talked through the box design. So yeah, brilliant. Time for a cup of tea and then bed, because more shenanigans tomorrow, which not necessarily to do with the truck, but still exciting for me. Hello, welcome back to Shez project. So yeah, all of that out the way. Had a kip, had a few cups of tea, some needed. Cover off some of the points that we talked about. Builder didn't want to be on the footage on the camera, so bless him, face for radio. Sorry, Ian. And things that we discussed at the builders was things like the size, confirmed the size. So 5.4 meters and long, 2.5 meter wide, 80mm thick walls, that's including 60mm insulation plus the GRP outer, and 140mm thick floor, which is good, and 800mm thick roof, which is really, really good. That's all about insulating, both keeping the heat retention in, keeping the heat out, and keeping the cold out. So all of that, brilliant. So I'm really pleased with all that, all those bits. We talked about the extras that were needed to be built. So we're talking about a roof rack that is going to basically, obviously it works as a roof rack. So you can put things on it, store stuff on it, but it also kind of blends the roof in from the roof of the cab to the roof of the box. Because one of the things of the HX, this MAN HX, is, and it's very similar to with the earlier MAN cats, their cab, the Rheinmetall cab, the people making that cab, is designed to be lower. So rather than a Civi truck, where you're up a bit higher, the engine is a little bit behind you and you're forward and down a little bit, which means the distance between the top of the cab roof and the top of the cab, the habitation box, is quite large. So it looks a bit ungainly perhaps. So the idea of the roof rack there is to blend the top of that in. So that's an extra, and we got, at first I was a little bit blanched by the price, I'll be honest with you, and I think the builder knew that, so he explained it. And then what we're doing is we're bringing the roof rack down the A post, which is the post side, the windscreen sides. We're going to come down the front of that and then go into the light guards, because I wanted some nice light guards on the front, because the lights are really low down and exposed at the front of the truck, so stones flicking up and stuff. So we're going to put some light guards, and all of that is going to be connected up to the table. So once you realise that you're talking about whatever gauge stainless steel tubing, welded, it's custom built because no one's done one. So this will be the first. Well, he's not done one. So someone might have done one somewhere. There's a couple of MAN cats out there I've seen that gave me a bit of inspiration. 10,000 words, go look them up. They got an amazing MAN cat that's just a beast of a machine. Of course, it's going to bring extra cost. Yeah, money wise. The bit that I said I was going to do on the following day, so when you saw me and I was like tired and I was going to do something else the next day, is I went up and traded in with a diesel Mini. Now I know you laugh there because we've talked about this bit before. A diesel Mini, but it's a brilliant little car. I love it, and it was kind of like a quarter of the price of the Holden that I dropped, that I changed. So anyway, digress. You want to talk about trucks, right? Not cars. Okay. So but that was the point. So that's why I did it. So now I've got that kind of like that weight away from me. I feel a little bit more positive about things because I've got some spare money. So when things pop up like tyres, So the reason we went on that journey, on that trip, is literally 48 hours before, advert pops up for tyres, and the tyres that I'm looking for, and I've got two. You knew about the two. I told you about those. You've seen me wheeling them around, and I need another 4. Somebody had 4 brand new, bought them years ago, left them in the garden under a tarpaulin, so because obviously the light degrades them, and they'd never been fitted to rims, and they wanted this much money, X money for them, and it's like perfect. That's why we had to go very quickly with no notice, shoot up, get these tyres, because somebody else would have had them away. So I'll tell mind telling you, 4 tyres cost me 1,500 quid. So for 4. So, and you think that sounds like a lot of money, half the price of what they normally cost. So when you come to look at this, you know, when you start to think about, oh, I fancy doing one of these trucks, you've got to bear in mind that 1 tyre is going to cost you 800 quid. So, yeah, just hold that in the back of your head for a bit. And let me know what you think of the new the music, which is by Blackballed, one of my favourite bands at the moment, and I'm very happy to say they let me use their music in my vlogs, which is really, really kind of them. Thanks for them. Thanks, Marshall. Appreciate it. Enjoy if you like the Blackball music and you want to go find their stuff. Link below. Go check them out. Really cool. Take care.